Hey everyone, Rob here, and there's breaking news on what's going on here in Iceland. It's November 23rd, and we're going to start right off the bat that the aviation color code for the volcano system in the Reykjanes Peninsula, the one down here to the left, this yellow one, it's now yellow. It was orange, and it turned orange on the afternoon of November 10th, but now it has gone back to yellow. Now, yellow color means that the volcano and this activity, it shows signs of activity beyond the normal state, or the activity has been reduced from a higher level, which is what we're seeing now. Now, all of this activity, all of the earthquakes, everything has decreased significantly, but it is being carefully monitored in case it increases again. As we're saying, some people are expecting it to do so in the next couple of days. Now, a flight color of orange, which is what we saw yesterday, is in effect when a volcano shows increased activity and there is an increasing likelihood of an eruption. And it also applies if there is an active eruption when there is little or no ash production. Now, the Meteorological Agency's website says that the aviation color code system provides pilots, the public, and aviation authorities with information about the state of volcanoes here in Iceland. And it is in accordance with the recommendations of the International Civil Aviation Organization, or as they like to call it, the ICAO. Now, moving on to Grindavik, residents of Grindavik will now be allowed to go into town in passenger cars tomorrow to pick up valuables and other things in their house. Now, vans and other cars of up to 3.5 tons in total weight and trailers will be also allowed. There will not be a civil defense information meeting tomorrow, so I think they're feeling that they've done their thing, but you can see the line of cars that's going on here. And this is one of the things that's stated from the notice of the public defenders and the civil defense. It stated that residents are going to be allowed to enter the town between the hours of 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and then everyone's got to go. It is a reminder, and they are reminding everyone that the danger level of the civil defense is still in effect, and the probability of an unexpected eruption is considered lower than before, but still a possibility. So the scope for reacting to a volcanic eruption is considered wider than it had been previously. Now, the safety of the residents is, of course, a priority, so the town may need to be evacuated at very short notice. And you can see, again, looking at this picture here, the amount of people and the number of cars just waiting in a line to get into that town. Now, all of these changes that I'm about to describe are going to take into effect tomorrow, Friday, November 24th, and cars that require a general driving license of Class B are going to be allowed. Vans and other cars with total weight, as I said, 3.5 tons. Trailers are also going to be allowed to some degree. Now, the Civil Defense Information Meeting, again, not held tomorrow, but they will hold another meeting basically just when it makes sense, is what they said. So they've been doing them pretty regularly, but now they're just sort of hitting the pause button until something else happens. Now, here, what we're looking at is a list of all of the stuff that has come out regarding the rules and regulations for people in Grindavik, or people to get into Grindavik. So you can see, obviously, the residents of Grindavik need to register to get permission to enter. They're going to do that on Iceland.is, which is a website here for Icelandic people. And the people who have already gone into the town, they don't need to do it again. They can just go and straight into the town, those who have got authorization. They want to remind everyone, and this is sort of a big one, Grindavik is closed to everyone except the residents of the town and those who are helping them. So if you're in the area and you kind of want to go check it out, unfortunately you can't do that yet. The roads are still closed, and you can drive down towards the south and then go through that way. Now, people are recommended to come in their own cars. Of course, one car per household. They don't want, as you saw, crazy traffic, and I guarantee you tomorrow is going to be just the same as this, and if not worse. So they don't want crazy traffic, just one car. Don't take kids because it's still a dangerous situation and anything can happen. And they don't want these huge trucks and moving vans and things like that. They also want to stress, and this is probably not a surprise to anyone if you've been following it, that there's no real drainage. There's no running water. So toilets are not really available. They say that there's 2 available in the elementary schools, but it's a lot of cars and a lot of people. I don't think that you can count on toilets. Bring your own water if you're going in. It's recommended for that. The houses can be unsafe. I mean, we've seen a lot of pictures of houses in terrible condition. So make sure of that. There's a lot of other ones. I won't go into every single one. But the one thing that they do want to mention is access to media is permitted. So the media people are able to go there and, document what's going on. But they do want to stress that in the event of an evacuation due to some emergency situation that's come up, the responders will sound sirens and flashers on their vehicles, and this means that an immediate evacuation of the area according to an evacuation plan needs to happen, and the evacuation routes out of town are along Söderstrandsväg or Näsväg. Yeah, terrible Icelandic. But that's the information that we got right now. I'm going to switch Veðurs.is over to English for everyone. Take a look at the earthquakes, because we're talking a lot about this reduced activity. If you've been following the channel, you can remember when this was just pure green stars everywhere, and that meant a magnitude of 3 or more. Right now, we're seeing no high magnitude earthquakes. There's some activity, but if you look down on the chart here, you can see the time. There's a Wednesday and Thursday across the hours, and then the magnitude of these seismic activity as you're going through. Very little activity, as said. So there's a reason why they're downgrading everything. It seems like things are slowing down. But again, some people, such as Thorvaldur, if you saw the video that I posted yesterday, are hinting that this could be the calm before the storm. We've seen this happen before, and anything can happen. But it seems like if this trend continues over the next couple days to the next week, if we see this reduction, pretty much no eruption is going to happen if this trend continues for longer than just a couple more days. So that's just my uneducated guess at this point. So that's it. That's all the news. Again, breaking news is the color code is now yellow from orange. I know a lot of people are worried about flying to Iceland. You do not need to worry. The airport is on the other side, and Grindavik is sort of, if we look down here, Grindavik is down here towards this cone, and then the airport is kind of on the higher end. Planes have been diverting around this area. If you're coming from the States, I mean, you're not even going near it. And then there's a road straight to Reykjavik. So no need to cancel flights. Come to Iceland. It's really nice. We've got snow on the ground now. Who knows how long it's going to last. And all the windy weather is gone for now. But that's everything. So until next time, I will keep you updated if anything changes. Thanks so much.